Hi, so this is my second video about the same thing, and I realized my last video was in October of 2018. Right now it is the end of May. I think it is the 26th of May 2019. So it's a good 1 year since, almost about 9 months since I made my last video. Not 9 months, I say 6 months since I made my last video. Yeah, so around that, so it's been quite a while. Anyway, sorry to spoil your 50 seconds, but this is my second video regarding my documenting my journey towards enlightenment. And I must say that since the last video that I made to now, I have hardly made any progress on this thing, except for having matured and having got more life experiences throughout that course of time. And believe me, there were a lot of things that happened in the course of time that did go by. So I am not much regretful of the time that's gone. Nevertheless, I have not made such rapid progress or have had any insights in that direction. So, having said that, I had read Jed McKenna's books when I was 23 years old or so, and kept reading them for about a year, having nothing else on my book list at that time. I just kept reading his books again and again and again and again. So I did that, and later on, right now, I have also read a few other books. I Am That. I have another book by Mark Levitt, Marklevitt. I forgot that book's name, but it documents his journey to having gotten enlightened himself. So that's that. But he having documented his journey, I haven't been able to replicate what he did. But anyway, I have a basic blueprint of what needs to be done. As such, consciousness is what rules the world, creates it, then makes happen everything in it, and ends it. And so I know that if at all there is a journey towards truth, then it is a journey towards consciousness, or whatever lies behind consciousness, whatever causes it. And so as I speak, I know that part of what I do is my conditioning. In fact, most of what I do and speak right now is conditioning. But what is causing everything, including that conditioning, and the motivation and the energy and the liveliness that I have while I speak, is beyond what my current self can imagine. And self as such is a fluid concept. You can call your conditioning yourself. You can call your background yourself. You can call many sorts of identities and ever-changing things yourself. And that misleading idea of true self then comes into play. But you see, at any given time, in this case, truth is kind of blurry, because whatever you're referring to as yourself is true for that moment. So self is not a real thing. It is just a label. The soul is just a label. It's not some actual physical entity or anything. It's not even a transphysical or metaphysical entity. It's nothing. It's a name tag. In that case, that name tag is like completely true, because name tags are like valid for what they are. They are pointing towards something, but it's not a real thing in and of itself. I'm sorry for that rant, whatever value that might be of. But having said that, like, even if I mention what I myself is, like, what we are going towards is a self which is more essential, which is more lasting, a self which is more, I don't know how to put it. I mean, myself, I could, change my places of living. I could change my identity, and that self is a fluid concept. But then there are some parts of the self which don't change that much. And that would be my sense of being there. The sense of there being an I. That kind of self that does not change, that's kind of persistent. So wherever truth lies, and I know, I've read many books to know that even that is not persistent, because we die. But in the context that I am a person living on earth and I'm living, the most persistent thing is that feeling of I am. And of course, anyone who has read I Am That would be bored of listening to that mantra again and again, of concentrating on the I am. And that in itself is a very ambiguous thing to say. I mean, if you ask someone to meditate on some feeling of there being an I am, I don't know, for different people that would mean different things, and I don't know if that would lead, I don't know where that would lead different people to. Maybe it would lead everyone to the same place in the end, but I can't say for sure, because I have not frankly been able to do it. And the difficulty is very clear, because we are not sure about what entails when it is said that feeling of I am. And if your instructions aren't clear, it's like human nature, like to ignore the whole thing and not do it. So I don't think anyone is doing it. If everyone would be doing it, they would be succeeding, I guess. And I know I'm contradicting myself again and again, but I think if Nisargadatta would be worth his salt and he would be giving us sincere instruction, then I think the major part of his people who would come and listen to him all day long, or those who kept reading his books, they would be succeeding at something. But I don't see them succeeding, or maybe they are succeeding, but they are like very quiet after that. Who knows? So that is my analysis and a basic time waste that I did, but as such, my journey hasn't moved that forward since then. And all I can do right now is to reaffirm myself that I will now resolve to be more alert, to meditate, to surrender to the will of God and pray and hope for the best. And that's the only thing that I, whoever I am, can do. And I resolve another thing. I'm gonna make these videos every day, come what may. And I'm gonna be gentle with myself. I think I have spent way a lot of time forcing myself to do this and that, and I have been failing. So this time I'm just gonna do what I enjoy. I'll make these videos and I'll upload it on YouTube even though nobody really watches them. That's okay with me. So I'll upload it and it'll be like a documented journey that I'm keeping, since apparently I'm too lazy to write down the stuff that I do. So yeah, I'll upload it. Wish me good luck and see you tomorrow.